Hey beautifuls, and thank you for joining me in up-leveling and upholding your frequency. Find yourself in a comfortable position, whether that is seated or laying down, wherever feels comfortable for you to just follow my voice. And I'll be sharing a little bit differently today, maybe sharing a little bit of a teaching. And I desire for you to really just become aware of how this lands with you. And there will be a little practice of a meditation as well. So once you find your comfortable position, just taking a few deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth to audibly just let go and melt in to your space. Surrender into the body to allow what I am sharing with you to be integrated. Open the spirit and become aware of how this settles in with the spirit. What is true for you? Always take what you need and leave what you don't. And then here, just tuning into the mind and just dropping your awareness deeper into the back of the mind, back of the head. Maybe you draw your awareness to the back of the skull. And just affirm with yourself here that you only allow what is true for you to be integrated into the subconscious or conscious mind. So as we chat and practice upholding the frequency, we let go of the thought that we always must show up for the energy. So what is the difference between energy and frequency? Frequency is something that can be upheld and kind of stay at this level. So when we're tuning into music, when we're tuning into instruments, there's a certain frequency that can align with certain instruments, or even if we are digitally creating music, we can choose what frequency we're desiring our voice or the beats to be held at. When we are tuning into our energy, we're actually tuning in to what is alive for us right here and now. Tuning into the emotion, the energy in motion that is alive for us. And while it is important to serve and to honor the energy that is alive for us, I would say it's even more important to be in alignment with the frequency that we are calling in, or that we are choosing to create our reality within. So there's a teaching I really, really love when I share with Reiki, when I teach Reiki. And it's all about our energetic levels. And how, if we fully allow our emotions to take advantage and take control of how we move through life, our mind patterns, we can really place ourselves in a lower frequency. When we are placed in a lower frequency, that is when we are more subjected to dis-ease, when we can actually develop illnesses, maybe even to the point of cancer within the body, because of these emotions that we've been holding in and these emotions that we've been really allowing to take over how we move through life. So take a deep breath here. And just feel, is there an emotion, or is there, an emotion that comes up a lot within your daily life that is attached to an external income or external outcome? What is being projected onto you that you so deeply hold and attach? Your own emotion, your own way of tuning into yourself, your own way of really seeing what your reality is. Because our reality is very much made up of a lot of illusion that is held within the mind. So take a deep breath. What emotion can you let go of? What emotion can you no longer be a servant to in your daily life that can allow you to find more peace, find more joy? Because our peace is our responsibility. Energy can also be attached to past memories, past trauma. So I invite you here, if you feel like there is a repeated storyline or maybe a negative thought towards yourself due to what you may have experienced in the past, I invite you to take a deep breath now, holding it at the top. And on the exhale, allowing yourself to let go. And maybe affirm to yourself that is no longer yours to hold on to. That is no longer yours to hold on to. Sometimes we attach so much of our identity to our experiences. We tend to become a servant to our emotions, a victim to our circumstance. But how would it feel for you to claim right now that you are taking control of what comes alive for you within your body? What do you really feel like is a necessity in your life right now for you to really take in the joy and the beauty of life? The emotion, not a material item, the emotion. Is it more joyfulness? Is it letting go of pent-up anger? Is it taking responsibility for how you perceive other people's actions? Is it less of an attachment to your triggers? What would make you feel more joyful, more blissful, more bountiful, more beautiful within your life after this meditation, for you to show up at a higher frequency? A higher frequency. And when we attune to a higher frequency, it's not always easy. It's taking that responsibility for what we allow to penetrate within the mind, within the body, and even within the spirit of how we show up. It's changing those perspectives. However, when we are choosing to uphold a heightened frequency, this doesn't mean that we won't feel emotion, we won't feel the anger, we won't feel the sadness. However, when we choose to attune to this frequency, we are taking radical responsibility for what we can feel, what we have control over with feeling. And when we heighten this frequency, there's less of a chance for dis-ease, the common cold, the mental breakdowns that we might have when something may not go our way. It's really this state of unattachment to what we may be perceiving within our reality. Are you ready to claim this here? Are you ready to take radical responsibility? Affirm to yourself now. And if you aren't, that's totally okay. You are at least here, and you are at least within this first step. So I invite you, if you are affirming to yourself now, to say yes, to recognize that how you move through life and how life moves through you is the perception of how you allow your mind, your body, your spirit to let go with what isn't in alignment with you with ease. Just let it go. So if you have claimed yes, that you are ready to take radical responsibility of the self, I invite you now to take a deep breath in and let it go. Next breath in, I invite you to really fill up at 100% of your body with this breath. Maybe you feel some tightness in your body. Maybe you really fill up your entire being to be of service to this breath, holding it and fully letting it go, letting it melt in. We'll do that 2 more times. Now that you have fully allowed yourself to feel what it's like to uphold this vitality, as you breathe in, I want you to gently really feel your energy and maybe even visualize a countdown or count up from 0 to 100, filling yourself up with the energy or frequency that you are fully desiring to be engulfed in. And really claim this frequency. Is it ease? Is it playfulness? Whatever energy that is attached to the frequency you are desiring to uphold, this frequency of unattachment to the perception of your reality, the unattachment to the illusions in your reality. Doing this 2 more times, really visualizing, maybe even visualizing yourself moving through life, upholding this energy, therefore upholding this frequency. To uphold the frequency really means to become embodied with the energy. And once again, to become embodied with this energy does not mean that you will not meet the shadow sometimes. However, it means that you allow the ease to soak into every crevice of the body when you recognize many of the things in your reality are not yours to carry. And this was one of the most transformative, really, teachings of Reiki when I went through my training. What illuminated for me is that so much of our delusion and illusion of what we almost make ourselves feel is because I was holding on to what was not mine to carry. I was holding on to experiences that I experienced years before this present moment that was not in alignment with what I desired to carry with me for the future. So really now I invite you through these last few breaths, tap into how it feels in your body now when you are upholding that frequency, upholding that energy that you're desiring to move through life with. That energy that is a requirement, that energy that is almost like the baseline. The baseline, right? So sometimes it'll dip down, sometimes it'll go up, but this energy that you are desiring to embody here is the baseline for how you are choosing to move through life. Maybe bringing a little smile to your face. And maybe after these 15 minutes, you don't fully believe. Maybe you're not fully there yet. Maybe you don't fully believe that this is possible for this type of grace, ease, happiness, joyfulness, whatever it may be that you called in, is possible to be your baseline. But I invite you, as you leave this meditation, as you leave this teaching, that you just remember that that was your choice of the energy. And you can always choose to come back to that whenever you are feeling more tensity in the body, whenever you are feeling a little bit more stressed out due to external circumstances. Coming back to how you can refuel yourself, refuel your energy to further uphold this frequency. Thank you for joining me. I would love if you have any questions or comments, feel free to post them below, or you can always message me directly with the links in the caption, in the description, either through email or via Instagram, which I will share in the caption. Thank you so much for joining today.